Hey guys, Kate Sparks here again. Still saying a lot. Let's try that again. Hey guys, Kate Sparks here again with another attempt at a vlog entry. I'm kind of proud of myself for actually doing this twice. I didn't get scared off last time. I'm going to answer a question today because people have sent me some on Facebook and left some on my blog. So, Charlotte Sandberg Gask, hi Charlotte, asked, I want to know what your writing routine is. Do you have one? Do you write every day? Did you always? It's a good question. I do have a routine, sort of. I wish I had a better routine, and I wish that I was more able to focus on my routine and stick with it. That's something I'm working on. I don't write every day. I did. Right now I work during the day when my kids are in school. Those are my work hours. That's kind of all that I get. I should sound happier about that. That's all the time I get because I spend the rest of it with my family. For a few years I did write every day, or I tried to write every day when the Bound trilogy was coming out. I was on tighter deadlines than I'd ever been before. I'd never been on deadlines before. I wasn't a writer before that, professionally speaking. So I was trying to get work in every day. And in some ways that was good. I was very connected with the story all the time. I was always right on top of things. I never really lost the thread of what I was trying to do. But it wasn't great in a lot of other ways. Because what was happening was that when I was trying to squeeze writing in around everything else, other things were slipping. Housework was slipping, spending time with my family was slipping, and I wasn't fitting in the exercise that I should. And I wasn't doing as much reading as I used to, which is really bad. If you're a writer, you need to fill the well sometimes so that you can draw from it when you're doing your own writing. So I decided, maybe a year ago, I guess I decided that I needed to try to find some more balance between my personal life and my writing life, my professional life. So things look a lot different now. I work in here when the kids are at school. I try to work in here when the kids are at school. It works pretty well. I do still have trouble getting started every day. I have trouble focusing when I'm working. I'm easily distracted. I'm a master procrastinator. I love writing. I love my stories. I tend to fall completely in love with my characters, but actually sitting down and doing the work is hard for me, and I think it's hard for a lot of writers. But I do overcome that challenge, you know, after a few cups of coffee. Actually, let's just talk about what my routine is ideally, and that will give you sort of an idea of how I get past that. Go check my notes, because I can't remember my own routine. Yeah, so it kind of starts first thing in the morning when I wake up. I wake up before anyone else in the house, and I don't use that time for writing. I know a lot of writers do write first thing in the morning, and I wish that I could, because I think that would be wonderful to be able to do that when the house is quiet, and in theory my brain is fresh. My brain's not so fresh in the morning. It's actually kind of muddled in the morning. So I need that quiet time to grab a cup of tea or coffee and just have some quiet time. I do some stretching, I do some reading, usually nonfiction reading in the morning. And then I have to get my kids up, make them breakfast, have my own breakfast, get their lunches ready. I really don't like making lunches. I don't think anybody likes making lunches. I get them off to school, and then I exercise a bit. So right now that involves either taking my dog for a nice long stroll, or we have started doing Couch to 5K training. We're going to start week 6 next week. I can't believe we've made it that far. If you follow me anywhere else on social media, you've seen me blabbing about that and how much fun it is. Fun! I just said that running is fun. There's something wrong with me. So after we get back, I shower, dog gets his breakfast, then it's actually work time. I check over my notes from the day before to see where I left off and what I'm supposed to be doing, and I get to work. I like to work in short bursts, so writing sprints or just focus sprints depending on what I'm doing. I work on one project a day if at all possible. I'm really not good at switching gears, which, given what I've already told you about my focus issues, probably isn't surprising. So for example, last week I was working on proofreading because I've got a book coming out in June. I'm singing songs about it because I'm excited. This week, that means that I get to go back to working on my new project. So I will still do the same thing. I'll do timed focus sprints for 20 or 25 minutes. I will start by outlining. I do outline. We can talk about that another time if anyone wants to. And I get to start drafting, which is exciting because the next story that I'm working on is, I get excited about all of my stories because that's how I pick what I want to work on. I don't choose what story to write based on what I think is going to sell the best, even though I probably should. I want to be able to send my kids to college. But, I mean, I can't do that. I have to work on what excites me, and I'm really excited about the next one. So what I will do for that is I will set the timer for 25 minutes. I will make sure I have my music ready to go, and I will have my notes ready to go. I'll have my outline done down to the scene level so I know exactly what I need to work on, and I will write for 25 minutes. I won't let myself check Facebook. I won't let myself look at Instagram. Those are my biggest distractions during the day when there's nobody else home. Yeah, and I'll work for 25 minutes. I'll get as much written as I can without stopping. And then I'll take a 5-minute break, and I'll do it again, and then I'll take a 5-minute break, and then I'll do it again. I do that through the day until 2 o'clock, and then I wrap up. I make my notes on what I'm doing so that they'll be ready for the next morning, and I go get my kids from school. So that routine will vary depending on what I'm doing. If I'm drafting, I'll be drafting during those focus sprints. If I'm revising, I will be either reading over my manuscript and making notes, or actually going back and making those changes. If I'm editing, same thing. I'm either inputting notes and making changes based on what I got back from my editor, or doing self-editing and ripping everything apart until I hate my book. I do learn to love them again. I do, eventually, after they're released. About a year after they're released. That's when I can read them again and enjoy them. It takes me a while. Like I said, I work when the kids are in school, so that means I take weekends off. So weekends are kind of torture for me now, actually. I like writing. I like working. I honestly think it keeps me sane. Exercise and writing are my mental health treatments right now. So on days when I don't get one or the other, or if I don't get either, I start to feel a little bit off. 2 days without writing is hard. I know it doesn't make sense to say that I'm both obsessed with something and that it makes me happy, and also that I can't focus on it and I procrastinate to try to avoid doing it, but that's just kind of the way it is. And then there's all the other things that interrupt my routine and mean that I don't necessarily get my work done. Get a lot of snow days, and it's not that I can't work when the kids are home. No, it is. It's that I can't work when the kids are home. They're good kids, but they are distracting, and if I can hear other things going on in the house, or if I know that somebody's going to be coming to me for a problem or a snack, or to tell me that his brother hit him, it's really hard to focus if I know I'm going to be interrupted. The other things that throw me off are headaches, which aren't too bad, except that they're accompanied by brain fog, which gives me the stupid. That was a really long way of saying that yes, I have a routine, but I'm not always able to stick with it. It's a work in progress, just like I am. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions. I will be back probably next week. I'm trying to do this every week, but honestly, it's not my top priority. Writing is my top priority, which is as it should be, but But this is fun. I'm enjoying this. I like talking to you guys. I want to thank everybody who left such nice comments last time. You guys are so sweet. And everybody who subscribed. I can't believe anybody subscribed. Honestly, I love you guys so much. Okay, so I will talk to you next time. Wow, we got through this without being interrupted at all. And my kids are home this time. That's crazy. Okay, thanks so much, guys. Bye for now.